I think the better we know ourselves, the better our life functions. And one thing I can tell you about me, and many people would have been able to tell you about me for years and years, is that I'm very resistant to change. I don't like change. I've been in the same house for almost 40 years. I lived in my apartment before that for many years. I probably would have the same car forever if I bought it instead of leased it. And I just feel more comfortable in the familiar. I know there are a lot of people out there who just love to do something new, be someplace new. They find it energizing. I am sad. I'm sad about things as they end, and it makes me feel as if I'm missing something. One of the things I wanted to talk to you about today was I have been getting Meals on Wheels now since, well, it took a while after my first surgery, but since after that. And it's been a thoroughly wonderful experience with my caseworkers from the Catholic Charities. I just want to give a shout out to Catholic Charities here. They have been nothing short of wonderful and helpful, and they certainly do the job that they're intended to do. The distribution of the meals changed last year to another company, but I still had the same caseworker who was with me. And when I first got started, I had a different caseworker who also was wonderful. She was an older woman, but then she chose to retire. And when she retired, I got my now caseworker, Michelle. I love Michelle. I think Michelle is a caring, really caring human being who wants to do things to make somebody else's life better. And I really appreciate her. And it's something that kind of makes me laugh a little bit is when her predecessor left. Bridie was somebody I also loved and felt extremely comfortable with. So because I hate change, I really didn't know how it was going to be to transition to somebody who was younger, who didn't know me, somebody I didn't know, and it turned out to be an absolute non-issue. As I say, I absolutely love Michelle. We've had some lovely chats over the years since she took over. And even though they transitioned the meals to a different company, I still had her as my caseworker. Well, 2 days ago, I got a letter in the mail telling me that, in fact, the other company was going to be taking over my case management. And my immediate reaction was that punch to the gut that I get whenever I have to face a change. And I was not happy about it. I didn't want to call Michelle right away. I think I was hoping against hope that maybe it was not going to happen because somehow they would decide that they were going to stay with the people from this group. And I'm really, really saddened by it. But she called me today about another issue entirely. At one point recently, she had given me a gift card, and I was able to use it for anything that I wanted. But we had been talking about Ruby and about my dogs and the fact that Ruby was the only one I had left. And with the Havanese, I mean, it's so important to keep them well groomed. They have those coats that mat, and there are so many things that make it difficult if you don't stay on top of it. It's really hard to stay on top of it when you've got so much else to stay on top of and you're not in great physical shape. So they offered me the possibility of having her groomed by an actually local great groomer that I've heard nothing but wonderful things about. So I haven't done it yet because I want to wash her first. And I know what some of you might say, it's kind of like cleaning the house before the cleaning person comes. But I feel like I need to get any mats out so that it will be an easy groom for the groomer, and that my sweet little girl will come out the best she can. You might be able to see her there. I think she's in a reflection from the mirror under the table. So it's really cute, by the way. I had this mirror standing up against the wall. Let's see if I can kind of take you over to it. But it was, I'll tilt it so you can see the top of the mirror. I just have it leaning against the wall for now, because I really don't want to, I don't want to hang anything else that I don't have to and make more holes in the wall, and that's a very heavy mirror. So I'm just letting it stand there for now. In any case, when I first had Ken lean the mirror up against the wall, she walked over to it, and I think it may be the first time she's ever seen herself. And she looked kind of excitedly into the mirror. There was another little doggy for her. I really felt sad for her because her two closest friends, brothers, family, are no longer with us. She's the only one left. So it was really nice for her to see that. She actually walked behind the mirror to see where that other dog was, but she couldn't find the sweet thing. In any case, so when Michelle told me that I would in fact be going over to this new company for case management, it makes me extraordinarily sad. The experience may turn out to be just fine. It may be a non-issue, but I did ask Michelle if we could stay in touch because she's been a joy in my life. She is, as I say, a lovely, caring person who is in the right job for her. So I will miss her, but we will stay in touch. And she's just been an asset in my life in so many ways. And I mean, I've had the same friends for 30, 40 years. I mean, the only reason friendships end with me is because one of us is not around anymore. So I've lost some dear friends along the way, and my friend Linda is now in the stages, deep stages of Alzheimer's, and it's extraordinarily difficult. So I try to talk to her, but I'm never sure which Linda I'm talking to, so it is difficult. But I miss that which was. I don't know how many of you are that way. I don't know how many of you kind of not long for the past, but miss the good things that came with it. Miss the people who were in it and taking you down this road that we're all on. So that's my story for today. I'm really, really sad. I'm going to hope that all works well with it. I'm going to have an interruption of service anyway because I will be going in for surgery on the 18th, and that's going to disrupt it. I'm praying it's going to be a very simple and simple healing surgery, and that I don't have any big surprises that cause me problems in recuperating. So I'm hoping it's straightforward. I am hoping I can come straight home afterwards. Ken did tell me, I asked him if he would stay here for a few days after I get home, because I know if I'm not in good shape to walk or do the things I have to do, that I'll need to have him around, or, you know, I'll feel much safer having him around. So again, that's my story for today, and let me know how you feel about change. I know a lot of you are way braver than I am. On that note, my friends, you know I love you, and I'll see you next time, hopefully. Take care.